Is anybody keeping up with this whole debate going on against the Quran-only people? In case you haven't heard, there's a bunch of people who flat out reject Hadith, and the mainstream scholars seem to be very triggered by this. I have a very simple message for the mainstream scholars and imams and future students of Islam. Ready for it? Talk more about the Quran. It seems to me that at least partially this Quran-only movement, the Hadith rejectors, they're partially fueled by the fact that we seem to talk more about the Hadith than even the Quran. The Quran has tons of wisdom and gems.
MashaAllah, thank you so much. You see, I've been having this video, but I've not been able to share it because of, emergency of videos around me. You see, I don't know this guy, and I don't know all the people in the world, but this imam or sheikh, he's a good person. He's a good father. He's a good parent. You understand? How you know good father, good parent, good person is when they look into why is this like this? Why is this like this? That is how you know good people. Good people don't try to stuff things inside you. They sit back and look, where did we get it wrong? Before I will continue talking, keep listening to him.
Inside of it, but it seems to me that the majority of classes, khutbahs, speeches in general, have to do with Hadith. And somehow the minority is given to Quranic reflections. When you hear this, you might be thinking, hey, we talk about the Quran all the time. But I'm not talking about Quran memorization, recitation, or even deep diving into the Arabic language of the Quran. I'm talking about reflecting on the principles and the wisdom of the Quran. I'm not saying to completely not talk about those things, but I'm saying there needs to be more talk, more percentage of what we talk about should be the principles and the wisdom of the Quran. Again, I'm not a Hadith rejector. Completely rejecting Hadith is an extreme position, but the rise of this movement is something to learn from, not to ostracize and reject and condemn. There's a very well-known psychological principle. One extreme inspires another extreme. Younger Muslims and the growing number of reverts to Islam really want to hear more about the Quran. Spending a greater majority of our time talking about the Quran, I believe, will resolve a lot of this tension. After all the reverts who come back to Islam and the Muslims who reinvigorate their faith in Islam, they are all typically guided by the Quran, which is the only infallible book in our religion.
MashaAllah. Thank you, Imam. May Allah reward him. May Allah reward you. May Allah reward him for looking into it. Because, you see, we are not mumu. We are not mugus. We are not onukus. You understand? We left all the people that you see that they said they are reverting to Islam are former dedicated Christians. People that at least try to read, at least look into or thinking about what they are telling them. You understand? And we came out, we read Quran. Like me on my platform, I'm not rejecting Hadith. What I'm saying is that it needs to be looked into. The things that are written there, because it's like confusing to me. It shifts me away from what Quran is telling me. That is why I'm saying I don't go there, I don't read. You understand? And this man he think, what is the solution? What did we do wrong there? How can we get it right? But you see, he's such a good person. The bad people will feel like, you understand? The bad people will feel like unaliving you. The bad people will hate you. The bad people will campaign against you instead of sitting back to check what happened. How did you get it wrong there? You understand? If not, I don't know if Allah said to me, this is your religion, I have perfected. Today I have perfected it. I don't know what you are telling me. And for your information, you that you fight without trying to think like this person, this video that I waited now, you are not feeding anybody, you are not clothing anybody, you don't have a say in the life of people. You understand? Because this world is full of people wanting to make excuse for something so that they can belong. You understand? You better start looking into it. You better start looking into and doing what this guy said. You should look into it and do. It's not about torso. It's not about who is she. It's not about who is he. Because we are people that has mind of our own. Nobody bullied us. Nobody slapped us. Nobody flogged us. We just felt like, let's read and see if we can understand. Assalamu alaikum.